You're such an asshole.
Asshole Consulting, go there if you got questions. And we have a question. Hi, Aaron. I paid $40 for a video request when you have the chance on self-imposed obstacles and doing the hard work. I just saw a story on the news about a young woman born without arms who was a certified pilot, certified scuba diver, a black belt in Taekwondo. Plus, she's married and appeared to live in a very nice, very comfortable, clean house. It occurred to me that so many of us, including myself at times, throw every obstacle in front of ourselves that we can, even though we have endless advantages and assets. How do we break through to that hardcore determination to tackle the tough challenges? Because often that appears to be the foundation of people who succeed versus the whiners and the losers. The job market isn't going to roll out the red carpet for us. We need to do whatever it takes to rise to the challenge. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that about that, especially when it comes to living your own personal life, yes. But when it comes to employers, no. It's an us versus them mentality. Employers will fuck you over. So I am very much against the, whatever you want, boss, kind of thing. Like, you have to treat them like women. You have to kind of like, no, I'm not going to fucking do it. You almost have to kind of, not treat them like shit, but like say, yeah, you know what, I don't need you. I could walk at any time. And that's, so I would not, I got to prove to my boss, because most bosses are dipshits. And I'm not even joking about that. Read Curse of the High IQ. Show you how bosses are dipshits. But, yeah, I would save your, don't throw pearls before swine. That's basically it. You save your pearls for yourself, your life, your wife, your husband, your children, your friends, your family. You do not dedicate your best resources in life and time to your employer. You make them work for you. But how do we break through? The job market is, I don't know what this lady does for a living, but I doubt very much she has a women's studies degree and applies for government grants. Although if any woman is a good example of true women's studies, she is. Thanks for your thoughts, Joe. Well, all right, when it comes, this is how you push through, and it's very simple. At least this is how I realize it. You're going to die. What do you want to do in life? Do you want to sit there over in Casper, Wyoming, or Evansville, sitting at your trailer park, drinking fucking Power Master 40, doing meth, getting drunk, spitting out kids with your cousin, as is tradition in Wyoming, and then it all goes away after you die? Do you want to sit in the ghetto or be Black Lives Matter, impeding the progress of others as you stand on the interstate and shut down interstates, which is what they do for fun in Minneapolis nowadays? Do you want to be a women's studies professor, where all you do is you bitch and whine about how tough you got it, meanwhile the taxpayer is bending over backwards to pay government money to create a completely make-work industry for you, so you could be a professional activist or professional feminist or a professor? Is this how you want to live your life? Because I guarantee you, this gal, despite her obstacles, she said, all right, I'm here. I'm conscious. I'm in the here and now, and I just happen to lack arms. Am I going to let this stop me from enjoying my life? To realize that you're finite. That is what gives you the incentive, because you can argue and proselytize and sermon people. Well, you really ought to do this because it's the right thing. You really ought to do this because it's the right thing. That doesn't get people off their ass. That just guilt trips them, and they say, screw it, and particularly if they're hedonistic, or if they default to their default psychological laziness, which is like, well, I got to conserve as much energy as possible. Why should I work hard? They're in the survival mode. They're not, okay, I'm going to die. How do I achieve the most that I can in my lifetime mode? And so what I've found that works the best is really getting people to understand, you will die. This will be over. Right? And you can watch Maury Povich. I mean, I have family members that, I remember when we were kids, they were watching fucking, I don't think it was Maury Povich, but it was some daytime bullshit, trailer trash, ghetto trash drama, like Who's the Daddy type shit. Even we here on the interwebs and the writer side of the political spectrum, I mean, you get stuck in, you get addicted to talk radio, you get addicted to the YouTubes, and oh my God, what's going on? Like, I don't pay any attention to politics because it's just not worth my time. There are bigger, more important things to do, and you cannot waste your life doing that. So once you can get people out there saying like, look, you stupid motherfucking son of a bitch, you're gonna die, whoa, I'm gonna die. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but in 60 years. And that's not somebody farting, that's somebody with a power drill. Once you get them to realize and appreciate, hey, you're going to end, that usually lights the fire underneath them. A great way to do this is look up William Shatner's song, You'll Have Time. That's a great, it's funny, but it's brilliant at the same time. I would play that to anybody because it's William Shatner singing, if you can imagine that, and he does a great job. He's basically saying, you're gonna die. And it's like, live life like you're gonna die because you're gonna. And so giving, kind of saying, look, all you got on this planet is this time. This is it. This is all you got. Now, you can live. That's the one thing I never understood. How can you do what everybody else does? How everybody, like, it's funny. They're like, well, oh man, I wish I had your life where you drive around and climb mountains. It must be really fun. I'm like, did you stick your dick in crazy? Did you ejaculate into crazy? Did you let some guy impregnate you? Did you not have an abortion? Well, you had kids, so guess what? Your life is at least screwed for the next 20 years. You are going to live a common, average life. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having kids, but when you do normal things that everybody does, just like the lemmings, you don't think outside of the box. You think, well, I'm just going to go and I'm going to have the 2.1 kids and I'm going to go to college for my liberal arts degree. Then maybe I'll get a master's and then I'll buy a house and I'll get a car loan. Stupid is what stupid does. Don't expect an exciting life. Exciting lives don't happen to you. You don't just sit there and that's the one thing. I remember I used to think this way as a kid. Well, my opportunity will come. It'll just happen. No, it will not just happen to you. You have to go out and get it. Whatever that may be, and that's the hard part. The hard part isn't putting forth the effort. The hard part is finding the opportunities and what is it that you want to do. That's the hard part. Once you figure out what it is you want to do, it's very easy. You attack it. You have all the energy in the world. But this lying around and waiting for life to happen to you, you got to prove to. I mean, especially by the age of 20, when 2 decades go by, say, okay, has anything really happened? I mean, you've been an adult for 2 years. Has things gone your way? Has your opportunity? Has your ship come in? No. So that's, pointing out that people are finite, pointing out that, doing what everyone tells you to do. This is, again, not to keep plugging my books, but guys, this isn't, please get reconnaissance, man. It goes to the philosophy, like, look, if you do what everybody tells you to do, you're going to have the exact same boring, shitty-ass lives everybody else has. And especially if you believe in the indoctrination, like, oh yeah, in the black community, oh yeah, Whitey's oppressing us, so don't do nothing, let's just sit here and collect government checks. Is that it? Well, of course you've condemned yourself to an average life. Or, well, why should I try? It's always the corporations, man, so I'm going to go fight the system and major in what my heart and money will find. And then you're like this dipshit fucking master degree in the liberal arts moron with a ton of freaking student law, and then your life is condemned. It's condemned. It's over. So that's what I would recommend doing, is pointing out you're going to die and you cannot live life like normal people. You just can't. You got to do something different. Now, here's the problem. Most people don't want to achieve excellence. Most people don't want an exciting life. Deep down inside, they really don't. They'd rather be lazy and average and common and popular. They'd rather belong to they'd rather have acceptance. They'd rather say, oh, good. I mean, you see these girls with the fucking gray, puce, purple, turquoise, kind of white, gray hair. You see that? They think they're being clever. They think that this is an accomplishment. They think this is cool. They think that No, they're commoners. They're conformists. They're like hipsters. I mean, you can't be any more common than a hipster. You can't be any more of a conformist. But they choose that. This is where they go. This is what they want to do. They think that's success. They think that's living life. They think that's what's going to lead to success is obedience. No, it's independence, self-reliance, self-supportation, and until you get that into their brain, show them that they're going to die, show them that, hey, you're just going to be like everybody, it's pointless. And, as I was going down this path before, most people don't want it. Most people, I mean, I am very, very unimpressed with the vast majority of people. They're just, I mean, I'm at a party, I mean, maybe I'll find 1 or 2 people, but my God, it's just... let's watch sports. Let's watch hey, did you see what Trump and Hillary said? No, I really don't fucking care either. I really don't. So yeah, it's sad, but most people do not want that. When push comes to shove, they'd rather have the comforts of commonness and compliance and conformance than any of the risks and the drawbacks that come with being independent and doing things different or blazing a new trail. It's like, oh, here's this conveniently paved trail. I'm going to go down it because I know what's down there. That's safe. Ooh, that one looks scary. I don't know. I might see something different people haven't seen. I don't want that. Anyway, so that's it. Death. Death is what gets people to get off their ass and have a work ethic. And yeah, that's what I have found works. Yeah, so belaboring them, berating them, lecturing doesn't work. But you say, hey, you know what? You're gonna die. You can keep living in Southside Chicago, and you can keep living in North Minneapolis, and you can keep living in Evansville, Wyoming. But you're just gonna have the exact same fate that the past 4 generations of your granddaddies had. So, and then it's up to them. Then the ball's in their court, and it's not for you to worry about. You got more important shit to worry about, namely yourself. You always worry about number 1, and then you go have a good life, and then watch them flail about and piss away theirs. Anyway, best of luck. Toodles.